4.5 seconds from now, you are going to see an incremental improvement to my YouTube channel. And here it is. It's easy. Record the chess games before the intro, then I can tell you how epic and awesome it's going to be. And this is epic and awesome. Today I play my 11th, 12th and 13th games of chess ever against another person, against another human being. And in game 13, it was a right matchup. I was under sustained pressure. My opponent tried to checkmate me in the corner. I managed to defend, break out, implement my own attack strategy, and, well, you'll have to wait and see. Maybe it ended in a draw. But without further ado, whoa, hold on. You can't say without further ado. Everybody says that. Try and be original. Okay, yes, you're right. Ladies and gentlemen. Oh, you can't say ladies and gentlemen. He says that. Just keep it simple. Okay, I forgot. I didn't realise. Yes, it's him. Keep it simple. Let's chess. To Steve, your channel is awesome. Love from Levy. Yes. Let's chess. Okay. Now, unlike my colleague, I haven't seen what happens. So I hope it lives up to his expectations. I'm just going to do my best, but today's incremental improvement is checks, captures, threats. I'm just going to concentrate on those and see what we do. And hopefully that improves our game a little bit, one step at a time. So, back into it. This is game 11, 12 and 13. After the appalling show that I put up in game 10, the milestone game, win game 10, lost it. But here we go. We'll see how this one goes. I'm going to try and play a bit faster because I do get stuck on time at the end, and what I'd like to do is think a bit more at the end rather than think a bit more at the start. But I don't like it when the queen comes and infiltrates down here because I've no experience against it. So, what can we do to stop this from happening? He's going to have to go now, isn't he? Oliver Chess 2, pleased to meet you. Good luck. So I need to make this epic, don't I? So that the whatever he said at the start encourages you to stick around. Oh, it's just going to be tough to do, I know. But we'll see what happens, shall we? But on a positive, it's developed nothing, has he? Maybe I should have threatened that queen, but we didn't. We could now, though, couldn't we? Is that the right thing to do? We'll just try it. I think he's still going to think about coming down here somewhere where he could be safe and still put some pressure on. But I don't think he's got anywhere to go, has he? No. Right. Well, I'm happy with our position so far. I think I have confidence in my ability to mess this up later. But at the moment, we're okay. We've got 3 pieces developed, and I fancy our chances here. I don't care that I'm a pawn down. We'll get that back. So, what gave me the idea for this video on incremental improvement? I watched a video by Dina, Russian chess school, and she did this thing on how you work out the checkmate patterns and moves in advance. And if they don't quite work, well, alter them a little bit before you start going back to look at your captures. Exhaust all your options on the checks first. And so I thought, that's what I'll do. That's the idea for today's game. It's still hard to talk and play chess. I've got incremental improvements in that area aren't going to come fast. Unless Oliver Chess exhausts a lot more time. And I've got some time to talk. I'm quite happy with the way it's going so far. Realistic expectations. So, there is never going to be, at my time of life, a point where I make a leap forward. It's just not going to happen. I'm going to get a little bit better slowly. I think I can't expect more than that. So I've got to play my game with that reality accepted and held as knowledge. Because I'm almost 66. And so I've got to accept that maybe, if not now, then soon, we get maybe a little bit of cognitive decline. Plus the fact that it's even difficult at 66 to multitask with lots of thoughts and lots of ideas. I keep remembering to speak up and smile. So if suddenly I smile, it's not wind. So yeah, with my age and the game as it is in 2025, 2026, with the youngsters, of 8, 9, 10 years old with 2,000 plus elos, I'm not going to fly forward, am I? So with that in mind, my expectations are slow improvement to the chess. But of course, incremental improvement is to the chess and the channel, as was mentioned earlier. So as the chess progresses slowly, maybe the channel will progress a little quicker. The channel progressing quicker is going to give me more confidence to be here. I feel a bit of an imposter at the moment because there are wonderful players out there showing you, not 370 elo chess, but they're showing you how to play chess properly. And often they're beautiful and handsome and young, and he's me, a wrinkly old bloke who doesn't really know what's going on in the game. Right, I need to think. So if he goes here, is there any forks going on? He's going to check that, but then does he have anything else? Well, he does. If I go there, he's going to have a fork then, isn't he? So I can't go there. So, but this is good thought, isn't it, for 363. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go there. And if that's a mistake, it's a mistake. You've got to live by it. I'm trying to talk more. The risk is that I'm just going to waffle, sound like an idiot. But having said that, if you watch my video about the brutal reality of low elo chess, you'll realise that I have no worries about being an idiot. So my problem is now that if I take that, the queen's going to come in. I hate being infiltrated by the queen in these positions. But if I go there, where's he going to go? He could go there, 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 and there. Are we in danger from any of those places? So if he goes here, he's not going to go there because he'll get taken, won't he? He's not going to go there because he'll get taken. Could go there. So his options are there and there. I'm just going to move out the way because I don't want the queen in here. Is that right? Tell me in the comments, like and subscribe. I haven't said like and subscribe. I'm on like my 6th video. I've never said like and subscribe. It's not important. You don't have to. I don't want sympathy. Right, so I'm probably going to pop there if he doesn't move that. It's the first game of all the games I've played. This is game 11. The previous 10, I don't think there was ever a point where I was advantageously up on time. I have to keep going like this because 220. So because my camera's just on the top of my screen and it's just in the way of how much time they have. So if you're watching this, I can only assume that you're finding some value in it, some interest, and therefore I'm going to just tell you. I have an Instagram account. It's widowers.gambit. And if you go to the Instagram account, I think the links are in my in the description. But if you go to my Instagram account, you'll also see there's links in there to a Facebook account. And I just post a few things. I post some philosophical things about loss and grief, sadness. I'd like to have a bit of a breakout here and see if I can pose a threat myself. I think he's going to go here or something now, isn't he? Just loiter around being a nuisance. Okay. All right, I'm not fazed by that little move. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do something. Just don't know what it is yet. Well, I can take that now, can't I? I got one yesterday where I think the king was here pointing at my rook, and I came to the conclusion there was absolutely nothing I could do to save the rook. Nothing at all. I was convinced there was nothing I could do. All I could do was manage the situation and try and trap the queen. And all the time, I'd got like a pawn here. I could have just moved it up. You don't see it. You're blind to it for some reason. Yeah, I'm going to win this on time, aren't I? There's nothing that he can't save himself from time. So, oh goodness, what do I say, or what does my colleague say at the start to big this one up? Huh? It's not going to be easy, is it? So, what are you going to do? I'm going to go here. Time out. Right. Any suggestions on a hook for the video description that could big this game up? Pop them in the chat because I'd appreciate them. I'm not sure how I can do it. I'm going to do the quick game review. I know you can't see this, so I'm just going to tell you a couple of details that have... Right, 64%. I had one blunder, and that... Yeah, I hung my bishop at one point. I'm not going to do more than that because I've learnt that you can't see it. I haven't worked out how to do it yet. I should have done by now. I know that. But I haven't. So we're going to get on with the second game. Hopefully something happens in this that I can big up in the description. But I've won my 11th game. We're on to game 12. I didn't do a lot of checks, captures and threats in the last one, did I? As promised. See where I can do this one. At some point, I'm just going to stop and go, right, have I any checks? I'm not sure whether that was right. It just felt right. So I could take that now, couldn't I? Because he's going to disrupt his pawn structure on that side. And that, I believe, is a good thing. So I'm exchanging like for like and disrupting his pawn structure. Also, I've now got a fork on his king and his rook. So this is going my way. I'm going to find a way. It won't be easy, but I'm good with words. I will find a way to big this up so much that this is the epic, awesome game that's going to get people to stick around and watch. You see if I don't. Right, I haven't got a lot of development, but before he gets any closer to me, I'm just gonna castle. So I've got a video coming out on Christmas morning, and there's not going to be any chess in it because this isn't a chess channel, in case you hadn't noticed. This is a channel about loss and grief and recovery. And Christmas morning's video is titled Loneliness. And we're going to speak about loneliness, about how loneliness is a consequence and a symptom of grief. This one's going my way as well, isn't it? 7 points of material up. And his king's in the middle. So what I need to do is look for a bit of an attack now. See if I can. So now I'm going to start with checks, captures, threats. I've got 7 minutes left. I think that's adequate time for me to demonstrate my inability to accurately process the information required to assess checks, captures and threats. Okay, So first of all, we have to deal with their threat, and their threat is my rook here. And although I have it protected by the knight, I don't want to needlessly give it away at this point in the game. So that nullifies anything that I was going to do as a check, a capture or a threat, because I can't capture that. I just need to nullify the threat. So I can do it there, but then I'm taken, and if I take that, he takes that. That's not really a fair exchange, and the exchange I'm looking for, I'd still be up on material, but I'd have lost a little bit of my advantage. So I think what I'm going to do is simply just move it over out of the way, and that'll do me. Right. Can I check? Yes. Do I want to? No. No, I can't. It's not a check, you idiot. Can I check? No, I can't. Sorry. Oh, I'm not going to use that in the description at the start of what's to come, by the way. That will be purposely omitted. So, do I have a check? I don't think I do have a check, do I? So, do I have a capture? I don't have a capture here. My queen can't capture anything. I don't, so I need to pose a threat. So, what's my threat going to be? Get out the way. That's not done much, has it? I think I'm quite comfortable with my pawn advantage, so I'm going to go here, and if I have to exchange, that's fine. I'm happy with that. A check. Right, that's protected. I'm protected here. I'm protected here. It can't go here. It can't go here. It can go there. What I can do is I can bring my queen there. Does that give me a checkmate? It doesn't, because it can. But I think that's the move, isn't it? So I've assessed. Let me reassess to see if there's a different order I can do it in. This is what I've learned from watching the Dina video. Reassess, do it in a different order. Is there another order I can do it in? I don't think there is there? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play that. And I think that is the only move he's got. Yep. So, what do we do now? I could go there. And I think, if I go there, I think that's a checkmate. Because you can't go there. Yeah, you can go here. But this is the route, isn't it? He's going to be done here, isn't he? Right. So I think this is checkmate. If I go there, that's checkmate, I think. Because you can't go there. You can't go there. You can't go there, can't go there, can't go there. It's not checkmate. See, this is why I'm 300. This is why I'm on my 11th game. There would have been a move there for checkmate. I bet there was. And I just wasn't good enough. That's got him now, hasn't it? Eh? Where does he go now? Oh yeah, they're mine. Thought they were his. So I'm playing 3 games today, 11, 12 and 13. This is game 12. This is not going to be in the recommendation at the start of the video by my colleague. I should have just brought that over there, shouldn't I? He's having a right little roam around, isn't he? This game should have been over. It should, shouldn't it? It's so bad. Oh my word. It should have been over. I play 3 10-minute games. Videos are like an hour long. I don't even review them. Just an hour. Oh my goodness. Oh, right. Right. I think what's going to happen if I go here. I need to hurry up. It's me who's short on time now. I was going to talk then, but the talk is no good. Oh, I meant to go there, not there. What an idiot. I should have, when I was down the bottom here, I should have had him check, shouldn't I? Oh, I'm so bad. Got like 25 seconds left. You know what I mean? "15 seconds left. The tension. He's got to move. Well, he can't move it, can he? He's got to put the rook in the way, hasn't he? Can you see something other than the rook in the way? There isn't. Then I take the rook. He can't take the rook. Then I've got some sort of check, surely. For goodness sake. 15 seconds. How do they have 4 minutes? I must have waffled at some point. I have a chess about grief and loss and loneliness and depression, which I talk about whilst I'm playing chess. And what's the outcome? It just makes me depressed. Right. I'm going to have misses here, aren't I? I'm going to have misses. Okay. 2 misses. 1 great move. 9. Okay, you can't see this. I've got 77.9% accuracy. 1 great move. 9 best. 2 misses. My game rating is 1000. We're going to get straight into the third game. I've won my 11th and 12th. This is unlucky number 13. Good game, by the way, to my opponent. I'm going to try and play quicker. Quicker equals mistakes. So try and play quicker and not make mistakes. Oh, this game. This is shaping up to be one of those games that I really don't like. It's where we work towards this tension in the middle, and I just run out of ideas. And I started with the Harrods Open. Did you notice that? I call it the Harrods Open because basically I've had to subscribe to 6 apps to get this far. I've got chess.com Premium, YouTube Premium, ChatGPT Premium, Canva Premium, not Match.com. But I have struggled with these games. I know this is my 13th game against a real person, but I played the bots. And I just get to this point where, well, we haven't taken anything. No one's done the capturing bit of the checks capturing threats. We're all just threatening. And the tension in the middle is such that you just don't know where to move. Excuse me. But yes, incremental improvement. And as I said, I think that's going to be a really slow process with the chess, and I accept that. I haven't played it because I have ambition. I've played it because I have goals, but I'm not going to be upset or distraught if I don't meet those goals, because right now I'm getting from chess more than most people. What I'm getting is that thing about it saving my life. Who can say that? It's not even clickbait. It's just the truth. Right, so what I might do, I know it's against against the best advice. If I bring my knight to here, then I might bring him over here. Right, if he comes in here, he can't. I don't mind. I don't mind taking him with that. If he comes in here, he's at a fork. Yeah, he's forking that and that, but he isn't, because just take it anyway, don't I? I'm just going to get on with my game here. I don't think that's too much of a threat immediately. I think I can cope with it. Well, what I've noticed with these videos I'm producing is I generally start off quite relaxed and I just end up on the edge of my seat, as I am now. So what I'm thinking, I'm not sure what he's going to do now. He seems to be lining up something here. But if nothing significant changes, I'm probably going to push this pawn to address the issue of this knight. And then do something else. Need a plan. Right. He's doing a lot of stuff here, isn't he? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do something. See, I know if he brings a knight in here, I've got to take it, and it just messes things up for my king. Because I'm going to have to take it with that, aren't I? Right, so if I take that now, he brings that into here. And that is not my favourite thing. Okay, I've got a few seconds. Okay, I'm thinking of pushing my queen here, and then I might bring this knight back here. I'm not sure whether that's a good idea or not, because if I move that there, well, he could take that then, because I can't take it back, can I, with that? I could take it with that, though. Oh, it's confusing. I'm going to follow my instinct. And I've just noticed I've gone over 400. Which I believe is where some people start. I don't know how that happens. Perhaps that's at one of the other games, the Blitz or something. Right, so I can't take that now, can I? And if he comes in there, I am done for. So what I can do is I can go over here, because that protects that. But I'm still aware that this is a tricky situation. That's alleviated it somewhat. You see, at our level, at my level, we sometimes don't appreciate that things can go backwards. And that, I think that's what's happened there. I've pushed forward, and he sees a threat rather than a defence. And I hope that I've got that in my locker, that I do see those sorts of things. Right, we're about level on time, aren't we? Right, where's he going to go? He can come in there or there. Which puts him there. See, what I want to do is pose a threat of some sort. This is 13, isn't it? Yeah, so the last one. Ooh. So if he tries to kick me here, what I would have done was just gone back one. Yeah, if he tries to kick me, I'll probably go back in here, because I've got a fork then on those two. I think his sacrifice there would probably be to take my knight. So if I go back to here, no, I can't go back to there. You stupid. Oh, I'm such an idiot. Well, I can do that. I can take that, can't I? Yeah, we're very level on time, aren't we? Which to me indicates that we've both wasted our time. Athava. What's he going to do? The tension's too much. Okay. put an arrow in. Says more than words can ever do. Right, I don't care where that king's going. I still see my route is in that way. So do I put that there? And I can't put that there. Then we go all the way over, don't we? We can't go all the way over because he's got his blooming thing in the way, hasn't he? I'm not sure what that rook here does. See, it's that backward move again. People miss that. Think, oh, it's going that way. Yeah, it's crumbling now, isn't it? What we don't want to do is run out of time. Think, Steve. Oh dear, right. Well, I enjoyed that one because I was under a lot of pressure down here and I managed to withhold the attack, work my way out and slowly develop into attack of my own. I almost managed once or twice during those 3 games to implement my plan of checks, captures and threats, but I forgot. Quick game thingy. Let's have a look at my percentages. Right, so 2 great moves, 11 best, 4 misses and a blunder. I'm not surprised about misses because they just happen. Blunders I wish I didn't do. Yeah, 67.6%. And that's me done for this video. But as always, I'm going to waffle a bit at the end, and I'm going to say this channel is about my recovery. That's what it's about. It's a selfish reason, but that's what it's about. This is exactly what I needed to take that last step to recovery. I've done all the hard work. I've got myself out that hole of despair and depression. I've thrown off the chains and the weight of grief, and I've reached this point where just by playing a few games of chess, the game that gave me the interest, the distraction to stop thinking about grief all of the time. And so the selfish reason is I'm here for my recovery, but I'm also here to talk to you about your journey if you want to. If you want to message me because you're in a situation where you're consumed by grief, then I'm happy to swap messages. What I can't do is take your grief away because it's unique to you. I can tell you what I did as an example of one thing that worked for one person. You'll find your own way out, but there's nothing wrong with considering your options. And when everything else failed for me, when the television didn't interest me, when I couldn't read a book, when I couldn't watch a film, when I didn't want to mix socially with people that were always asking me, are you okay? How are you doing? Well, I'm broken. I'm not doing very well. But you can't say that, can you? So you have to say, yeah, I'm all right. I'm okay. But when everything else failed, YouTube worked for me. YouTube saved my life. Specifically, chess. And as a consequence, Gotham Chess, who was the first person that I attached to as the person that was delivering an alternative to grief. So, if that's where you are, drop me a message. I'm happy to speak. In the meantime, I'm going to shut up.